Okay, Caitlin, believe it or not, you had one little mistake on this one too. You had just an extra e to the 5z or something like that, I think, in your answer. You can go back and follow along with me as I go through it. But your answer was really, really close. What we want to do with this one is our thought bubble now is that I have this complicated e to the 5z power. That's what we're going to let be the u part using the chain rule. So we need to think of it as e to the u minus 3z. And that is over 6z cubed minus 5, where u is equal to 5z and du happens to be equal to 5. So what we want to use for this particular problem is we are going to use the thought that I'm going to have to use here. So let's go back and try this. So my thought, what you see is you see that fraction. So what you want to think of is you want to think of that quotient rule. Now I'm going to be clicking back and forth a lot here with my pens, so bear with me. So with the quotient rule, and I hope I don't mess you up by using blue again and getting it confused with my thought bubble. With the quotient rule, what we are going to have is it is low, I'll just go to red here, it's low d high minus high, sorry for all the clicking around here with the pins, I don't know how to save that, d low, and then that's all over, and I'm just going to put it in black here, the square of what's below. Okay, so we need to, I'm going to decrease the size. First of all, I'm going to group this, and then I'm going to decrease the size of that just a little bit so that we can maybe keep some of the other information on the screen. Okay, so this is what I want to think of, is that quotient rule right there that I have off to the side. I'm going to color coordinate it with what I have. We just need to resort back to this and maybe what I have in blue already, and maybe I'll change that color. So the first thing we have is low. So in my quotient rule, so right now I'm going to start my derivative. In the quotient rule, the L stands for low, so I'm going to put the low, which is 6z cubed minus 5. So it's low. Now I have the d high. Now the d high that I want to think about, that's where we get into a little bit of the issue there, d high. So I'm going to write that off to the side here. As I look at d high, I am looking at the derivative of e to the u minus 3z. That's individual terms. So as I look at the individual terms, the derivative of e to the u is e to the u du. That's where you're messing up, is right there. So it's just e to the u du, and then the derivative of 3z is just going to be 3. Now substitute in your information. U had that value of, I got to go back and look, u was 5z, so it's e to the 5z, and du, the derivative of 5z, which is your u value, is just 5. So the derivative of the high happens to be 5e to the 5z, and then minus 3 is the second term. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my derivative over here. So we have the low is in blue, d high is going to be 5e to the 5z power minus 3. So once again, I'm going to make this a little bit, I'm going to group this and make it a little bit smaller here off to the side. I can post these two and share it with you later. There, that helps. That's what I should have done for a different problem. Sorry. So we have low d high. Oh, I better, okay. I'm going to run out of room again, but we will try to keep it there. Minus high. So I'm going to subtract the high, which is e to the 5z minus 3z. And then after that, we have d low. So d low, the derivative of that denominator, the derivative of the denominator is going to be a power rule. So you bring down the 3, take it times the 6, you're going to get 18z squared, and then minus 5, the derivative of 5 is 0 again. So that's where we're at for the numerator part, and that's all over, so I use black for that. So that is all over the square of what's below, which is that 6z cubed minus 5. Now, once again, I am not quite for sure how far they want you to take that derivative and simplify it or anything like that. I'm going to group this together here a little bit. All right, got it grouped together. Oh, no, it didn't pick up the bottom. Just a second. So group all this together. Oops, that's why I forgot to hit the extra little group. It's not doing it, I don't think, for me. Nope. Let me try this one more time for you, Caitlin. I'm going to group this together. Group, group. There we go. All right, get it away from some of the other information I had. So the blue is high, and then we look at the rest of it. We have D low. So the red is D low minus the green is low. The purple is D high. And then it's, oh, I forgot something, all over the square of what's below. Don't forget to square that denominator. My bad. All over the square of what's below. So therefore, our final answer happens to be what is circled for you. Like I said, you just have something extra with the red step. So double check what you had with the red. Write it off to the side like I did. And once again, you got it. You know what you're doing. Don't lose faith in yourself. I'm going to go ahead and post this one now.